Residual is fluid, so it gets sunk in a sinkhole. Ah. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So it gets sunk in a sinkhole. This process is 20. Why? Why you do this to me? Why you do this? Why is it 20 to make you have to do 2? Why is it 20? Like seriously, why is it 20? That sounds like a terrible idea. Or a completely intentional idea. By the way, so Python previewed that these things will have arrows. That hasn't been pushed yet. He's totally pushed updates to the graphics mods for the Alien Life suite, but he hasn't pushed the graphics for high tech yet. Cough cough. Before he sees this. Yeah. Yeah, we're totally getting rid of the steam. So gasoline, a whole 2 per second. A whole of 2 per second of gasoline. Gee, I wonder if I have enough gasoline. That is not the right spot for you. That'll be the spot for you. Because I need the oil. I need the oil. Oh, right. That would help. A little. Because, you know, I have a little bit of gasoline to spare. Just a little bit of gasoline to spare. And then that's going into a... what now? Gas refinery? And then that's gonna go into the gas refinery and make me some aromatics in the end out of the 25. It is 1-to-1. Yeah. So at least that makes sense. It's like, oh hey, there's a thing that actually makes sense. That'll give me the things. Of course I will need to request some stuff that I will also need over here for both of these. And then I have some extra... I have a few extra aromatics. Just a few extra aromatics that I'm probably just gonna tank for now. This is the problem. See, I need to get them here. Now that's gonna do that. I need to actually pump this and then overflow sink it. Again, are aromatics sunk or flared? I never remember. Are these fluidized or are these gaseous? I never remember with the aromatics in particular. Now, the low distillates. They are sunk. Okay. The low distillates can be made into BTX, or kerosene, or heavy oil at the moment. Eventually, maybe even lubricant. Do I need kerosene for anything? No. But I could use it for power. Ooh. So, here's the thing about kerosene into combustion mixture. Not only does it make it 800C combustion mixture, it also doesn't require coke. It also doesn't require coke. So that inherently makes it a really good option for combustion mixture. Any combustion mixture that does not involve coke or briquettes / things that use coal products is a good recipe. So, as of right now, in the current state of the game, the current meta, I'd say kerosene is actually pretty good to use. Anything that you can do to get as much kerosene as you can would be great. Now, the issue here for kerosene, the heavy oil into kerosene, that is not a particularly good ratio. So we need to do some math there to see what's what, but the ratio of low distillates into kerosene is a lot better. And of course, this crude oil into kerosene plus diesel may be also fairly decent. Of course, you also have the zinc enriched moondrops, giving you a lot. Hello. Wonder how much work is involved in getting to those 5 zinc enriched moondrops per second. Let's just casually add the per second at the end of that, because that seems rather lovely to me. Or shall we say, in this case, 1 per 100. 1 per 100. What is the work involved? How much power does this produce versus how much power does this consume? And let's say we will do this with the T2 combustion towers, not the tier 1s. Or do all 3 combustion towers and compare the difference between them. That would be interesting. I would assume it makes a lot of power. And uses a lot of power. We shall see. So what was those buildings? I'm not actually going to do anything with the kerosene right now, so it's just going to be sunk. Like I'm not actually going to do anything with the kerosene at the moment. We're going to build something dedicated for power to replace the burning. Ideally, I would like to get to my Circuit 2s before the nerf to the oil burners so that I can have the chance, at least, to have the Mark II combustion towers before I'm forced to using the combustion towers. Because, frankly, the Mark II combustion towers they're great. They're great. They will be better overall than doing the oil burners. I will say that they were likely better than the oil burners. It's the Mark I combustion turbines that the oil burners outclass. So just add oil. You know, that's that important part. That would be the important thing that we need to do here. We need to add the oil. Adding the oil would be a very good idea. maybe. Yes, stuff things. Just having crude oil. Remember, we're spending 100 crude oil just to get 50 cumene. Hey, we've got cumene. It's moving. It's moving. We got our goal of the cumene. It's doing its thing, and the condensed distillates are also doing their thing into some excess aromatics, a little bit of excess aromatics. The nerf was already purged, and I have it at the moment. Well, then it wasn't much of a nerf then, was it? What was the nerf if I didn't even notice it? On these. Max consumption 1.8. That's the same. These are consuming 1.8 megawatts. Like, if there was a nerf, then it wasn't to the actual oil burners themselves, because these are boilers in how they behave. So we've got max consumption 1.8, generating the normal amount of steam. It was a fuel oil nerf only. Oh, well, okay. Sure. That means nothing to me, who's burning natural gas. Who's literally burning natural gas. You know, it's because it's so much cleaner than burning coal. Because burning natural gas is so much cleaner than burning coal. You don't want to get me started on all of that complete and utter industry bullshit. And I can speak from experience on it. That's the key thing. What did you miss? You missed the making of the new research building, which, yeah, here it is. It moves. The new research building moves. It is now absolutely required in order to make science, to have this research center. So I'm using it here, making my mill science, and I'm using it now also because it's required to make green, as well as to make red all the way down the line, wherever I'm doing it, right here. Had to adjust some things to do this. But yeah, so new buildings for those. And then began planning out the optical fiber. So I have planned the optical fiber. It's just a few steps long. Like there's just a few steps in this process to make the optical fiber. Just a few that we don't have to worry so much. There's just a few steps to take care of here. We've not got too much work to do to get this, but in particular, I needed to get the niobium complex on my train network. So I've got some amounts of niobium complex on my train network and delivered to my mall where I will be making it. What is the cost for the building? So it is just, so it looks like it's DDC's the microbe mine, the glass circuit ones, copper cables, and iron. That is the microbe mine, right? I'm pretty sure that is the microorganism mine icon. Yep. DDCs also apparently. You know, cheap. Considering that you need to build this in order to make red science in a building, It has to be relatively cheap. You have to be able to do it before you automate red. So, duh. To even automate red, you need to be able to make this. So that is the plan and the scheme. So I decided, shall we say, that I'm gonna mess about with cumene in this process. I'm going to do cumene into acetone and phenol because I'll need a little bit of phenol going forward for something. PCB2s, I think. Hold up. PCB2. What did I need the phenol for again? I thought it was in this. In the backlight. In the backlight. I mean, you know, maybe the name of this board is sort of telling that you're going to need phenol at some point in the production of the phenolic boards. I mean, maybe there's a slight hint that phenol is going to be involved at some point in the making of the phenolic boards. Except it's in the form of the backlight. Yep. Do I have rat science at the moment? I do not. That I'm going to consider the cotton guts as part of optimization, and we're going to work on optimization after getting circuit 2s. Non-zero amounts of circuit 2s. That is the point where we will optimize. So, and that's when, like, all stuff is going to go straight to hell. Do you remember in the Off the Rails series, just how much time was spent once I got blue science before I made purple science, where I just went through every single ore type and made, like, high grade? I spent a really long time optimizing. I don't want to spend quite as much time this time doing that. Probably not going to do a lot of the high grade processes this time, just because of the resources I have. Just weighing the extra work involved in the high grade versus how much resource density I have of patches to just expand versus improving efficiency, which is the point of Pyro, by the way. It's to make you choose between whether or not you want to get more out of what you have or get more ore and build bigger or build more efficiently. So I'm going to probably just build bigger this time around rather than build more efficiently, unless I really have to. But with that, we are at the halfway point of the stream, so it is officially time to take our break for the day. I will, of course, be back in a few minutes. And I have returned. Welcome back. So, what is this version 1813 looking like while I'm still paused here? The character GUI. Ah, that update. Yeah, I'm not going to do that update quite yet because I think it might break something. And I don't want to do that while live to check. Just because it might break something. Not that it will break something. It might. Because I have a lot of mods and you never know. I might have something that might get broken. Because the whole new... Basically, this entire page is going to look completely different. Just completely different. And they're changing logistic requests and auto trash to be infinite from the start. You can request however much stuff you want and set limits. And yeah, that is a pretty big change, honestly. And I do have a mod that touches when the auto trash tech is available. I forget which mod that is, but there is a mod I have that it actually has a setting, so I can actually look at the settings. Which one is it? Even distribution has an early auto trash research. So might have an issue with even distribution right now. Because of that, with 1813, with the new change with the tech, because now it's now it might be a different name on that tech, and it might screw with stuff. Even if it does work, might screw with stuff. Also, I need to like change these settings. By the way, I do believe that I have now officially ticked this tick mark for the inserter immunity. Just for reference, I have absolutely ticked this tick mark for the inserter immunity at this point in time. I remembered to do the thing. It took a while, but I have done the thing for the aircraft when/if I ever make an aircraft. I will have that available to me. So, finally, I've set that up. Okay, we have cumene. The next thing is the DDC for phenol and acetone to process this cumene. So, time for DDC the next to actually process this into... Ooh, you can spend lignin on phenol. Interesting. And of course, it's not going to use even remotely close to all of my cumene. Just, you know, because of course it's not going to use even remotely close to all of my cumene. I'm only going to need like 15 acetone. Just for reference, only like 15 acetone. This is not that difficult of a thing. So, yay, stuffs. Do these thingies. Yeah, it's just that and that out. Yeah, with the phenol. So I'm gonna have to make sure that like the phenol doesn't cause issues. That's a thing. I need to make sure that the phenol doesn't cause issues here. Huh. Anyway, pretty sure I'm actually going to use like all of the organic solvent though, so that should be just fine. Am I actually doing this anywhere currently? Do I have any organic ammonia being made around here? I don't think so. I have lots of nitrogen happening. Lots of nitrogen is happening right now, but none of it's going into the proper stuff. Yeah. This is going into the beautiful and glorious nichrome. Yeah, this is going into glorious nichrome. Which... Do I have the molten nichrome? Do I have the molten... I do not. I do not get molten nichrome until I pick up the next nickel tech. And then I have to go all the way through molten nickel. Oh joy! Oh bliss. And then get the actual molten chromium onto a train to train the molten nickel over, make nichrome. Or get the molten nickel on a train and make the nichrome at chromium. Work! Wonderful, beautiful, glorious work. This is definitely going to be the nichrome. By the way, like the way to get nichrome going forward. There is no alternative to that. That is how we will get nichrome. going forward. Anywhoozle. I need some vanilla chem plants. Vanilla chem plants. How many of them, by the way? 1, 2, 2! 2 whole vanilla chem plants. Hello! Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I am slowly working my way towards getting some optical fiber going. At this point. Oh boy, where's my these? Yeah, these things. These things are good things. I like these things. I don't happen to have, I do not. Of all things to not have on this, ammonia, actually. Like, of all things to not have on the fluid bus, ammonia. And organic solvent. You know, neither of these things are on the fluid bus. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, not urea, not urea. That we want this. Yes, we want this recipe. This glorious recipe. Hope everyone's enjoying their forced time off. Hope everyone has been enjoying their forced time off. I am very much ready for all of this preparation and staying home. Because, you know, that's my normal life. You know how often I normally leave this house? Once a week. For grocery shopping. That is my normal. I don't need to change my behavior because of this virus. Just for reference. I don't even need to change my behavior at all. I'm already socially isolated. I've got this social distancing thing done. It is down. I've got this social distancing thing all sorted. All sorted and done. I don't need to worry about it. I hope I have enough D3. That's the that's the sunlight stuff. I get. I don't think so. No, I'd probably be completely deficient in the sunlight stuff. Maybe need to use more of that at some point. So, these things have a distance. By the way, these pipes are good pipes. In case you didn't know, these pipes are good pipes. I don't have enough syngas. What? No. How's the ketogenic diet? Not existent anymore, technically speaking. I ended the really low carb a while ago. I am maintaining a weight of about 201 pounds right now. I'm not completely, like, full all carbs all the time. It's more moderate, low-ish moderate amounts of carbs. Like, I have one waffle at breakfast. One waffle that is buttered. One buttered waffle with a mandarin orange and a banana. One buttered waffle with mandarin orange little thingy looks looks a little like this. One of these, and banana, and one banana. That's breakfast these days. That is breakfast these days. Lunch is another one of these things with a wrap of some description filled with meat. Yes, don't forget. Oh, it's not. It's this. This is bigger than pint. This is bigger than pint. So yeah, I have a wrap with meat and cheese, and normally a half of an avocado, a quarter of an apple, this thing, ish, and some other, like a carrot with that. So that ends up being lunch. So carrot is added as carbs, and the wrap itself is added as carbs, along with all of the fruit in my diet. So I'm getting my carbs are mainly from fruit, the sugar that's in fruit, and into the like wrap, the carbs that's in the wrap, and the carbs that's in the one waffle in the morning. So like, I'm pretty sure it's less than 150 carbs per day. Less than 150. Like, there are doctors who would still consider that to be low carb if it's under 150. More like burrito wrap. Like, we're talking the medium size wraps, burrito size. Not, I don't even like the large ones, like those spinach and whatever, those green wraps. I don't like the huge ones so much. Just the medium burrito sized wraps, either whole wheat or regular. Just because, like, getting the big wraps, you buy them, they're in packs of 6 for like $4.50 for a pack of 6. There's 7 days in a week, not 6. And I'm pretty sure I eat lunch 7 days a week, not 6. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the things that have more than 7 in them, packs of 8 or 10, and have those. Anyway, so there's organic solvent, by the way, with a trickle of ammonia. I also need ammonia through this process. How many of these do I need? Oh, and then at dinner times, it's mostly the same as it was before, except now I will occasionally buy packs of frozen mixed vegetables, which includes it's usually 4 veggies. It's carrot, corn, peas, and what's the fourth one again? I forget. Green bean, carrot, corn, pea, and green bean, I think, is the 4th, generally. But 3 of those you usually don't have if you're on a ketogenic diet, which is the corn, the carrot, and the peas, because they are high in carbs by comparison to anything else. Usually it's more like broccoli, cauliflower, green beans. These are good low carb veggies. I was looking at how many of these buildings. 4! Alright. That's how many buildings. boxes! Can we appreciate the boxes? It's boxes. Don't you love the multi-purpose boxes? I like my multi-purpose boxes. The beautiful multi-purpose boxes on here. Such beautiful things. So in line with the vanilla graphics and how things look compared to the vanilla graphics. By the way, this is an issue I've pointed out several times in the distant past. I think in general all of the Pi graphics are in no way, shape, or form even remotely similar to the vanilla graphics in style. They clash a bit. While they are good graphics, they clash with the vanilla graphics a lot. By comparison, I mean not so much the new chem plant. The old chem plant, yes, clashed a bit. New chem plant, not as much. They look actually fairly similar to each other now, but like the vanilla graphics in general focuses a lot on age. The stuff looks aged. There's a lot of rusted iron in the vanilla graphic set that is not present on a lot of the Pi Suite stuff. A lot of the Pi Suite stuff looks shiny and new versus a lot of the vanilla stuff, which is rugged and aged. That's the best way to describe the differences there between the graphic sets.